now that we got that stuff out of the way, hopefully, scoot some stuff out of the way, I do want to thank Clicking Cat and Honey Thunder for following in between streams. Thank you so much. And speaking of, well, I'll wait a little bit longer to show results of what I've done with what happened at the last stream. Words are really hard. So for today, I thought it would be nice to do some little watercolor pride flag hearts. Just keep them loose and hopefully very fun. We'll have to see how this mystery paper that I found will do with watercolor. If it doesn't work, we'll just go to my sketchbook.
I want to try something.
Alright, technical support has come back to try something.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna just keep going in the meantime. Hopefully nothing horrible happens. So, I just cut out this little heart earlier, and I'm gonna just trace it because freehanding hearts is hard.
Whoops. Sorry.
I want it to be light so I can erase it later, but hopefully it won't be too light that you can't see it on here. It's pretty light. I'm going to use my pomegranate watercolor set. I cannot remember the name of it, but it wasn't particularly cheap, and it's full of cat hair, and I really like it. It's got this glass plate for mixing on, and I try my best not to break that every time I use it. So then we're just going to grab some water. I have clean water with the clear glass and dirty water with the not clear glass. So hopefully that'll help me remember and I won't mix them up. Oh no, this paper is not going to work at all, is it? Nope. Alright. Round 2. It's just eating up all the water immediately. Uh-oh. Technical support is getting a call. Alright. Let's go ahead and start on a new page here. So I can get my whole thing in here. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, let's try this again. You do them at an angle, make it a little more fun to look at. Alright, still very, very light on screen. If I can, you can see it's there. Alright, this is mixed media, so this should work a lot better than mystery paper. Okay, so what I'm doing now is filling the inside of the heart with a nice, I don't know if you can call it thick layer of water, just so it stays wet while I'm doing stuff. And my eyesight isn't great, so I have to lean in and maybe get my head in the way. Apologies. do that to see what spots I've missed. I'm trying to keep it inside the pencil line and not touching it so I can erase the pencil line later. If I cover it with watercolor, I don't think I'll be able to erase it from underneath the watercolor. That looks pretty good. Let's start with the numero uno, huh? Well, hello, Sake. If you can't see my lovely art that I've already started here, you can kind of tell there's a heart there. So I'm going to start with just the general pride flag. Rainbows all the way. So I'm introducing pigment to the water that's already here, and it'll spread out and fill into the space. And this way I can hopefully get a really nice gradient. See. Oh gosh. That does sound taxing. Groceries. Oh. Alright. See. This orange is really lackluster, so pump that up a bit. That is a really great question. I cannot remember what it's called. It's got a little pomegranate on it. I think I found it through watching somebody on YouTube. And I bought it from the creator, you know, from their website. And it wasn't cheap, but I really like them. I'll figure that out by the next stream. How about that? Yeah. I couldn't find it for a little bit, and so I was getting worried. Thinking about pulling out all my inks, but I have a hard time opening the bottles on the Winsor & Newton ones. So everybody would just see me struggle on camera with that. Oh, now I'm just creating more green. Okay. Oh, these are also magnetic. And so I can rearrange them into whichever order I want. That's nice. Oh, good. Yeah, it's handy. Thank you. I'm doing my best. Thank you, Sake. Oh no. Tragedy. Let's see if I can do anything about this or not. Alright, that's okay. That's true. Okay. Alright, we'll see how that one develops. And we're on heart number 2. See if I can get 3 of these in here. I'll do it this way, then I can. Alright, we are a good little way in the stream now, so I thought it would be good to show off what I accomplished after last time. I'm not sure if it was last week or not. I'm not going to think too hard about it. So, that's Buck. I did a lot. I'm glad you like them. Zoom in a bit. Uh-oh. There we go. So yeah. I did a lot. Basically the pose is the same and not a whole lot else. I added the hair. I don't think I had any horns on last time. Changed out the shape of the eyebrows, added some tufts, added a shirt. Oh, look at that. I'm looking at it and now it's not on screen. Very good. I added a shirt to balance out some of the color. There was just too much brown all over the place. So yeah, that's what I accomplished. Well, thank you, Sake. I think so too. And I wanted to show off one other thing that I'd worked on, which is this little felt banner. So I got it hanging up on a pencil, and there's a couple layers. I made the little tassels all by myself. Let's see if I can get a little closer to the screen without losing the light. Thank you, Sake. I had a bunch of these planned out a long time ago, and I finally just went ahead and did one. So I want to do a bunch more of these. I think they're really cute, and it wasn't too hard to do. So yeah. I wouldn't say I'm a god. But, you know, maybe. I actually have an idea for one with an opossum, but we'll have to see how well I can get the details of it in. Okay. I know you do. I also know you might have some trauma with them, if I'm remembering correctly. I believe that was opossums. I don't know, trauma might be too strong of a word. Oh, hello! Hello, Blibbles! Yes, at a distance is good. That's the best way to love wild animals. Hello! Did you miss me showing off what I did after last stream, Blibbles? I can pop it back up on screen. Oh. Apparently I'm just going straight in with color this time because I did not remember to do water. We'll see how different it is. I should. I got really obsessed with the idea of doing characters from games and things and shows, so that one didn't really make the radar, but it would be a lot easier for me to do than some of them. And then I'd have to do Prince Squirrel. That's true. Although I did the Hollow Knight and Hornet recently as well, and they were pretty simple. I just kept them, you know, pretty easy. Thanks. I did a little bit more work on them to clean them up and stuff, but not much changed. Oh? What's O? Ah, okay. Yeah. It's exciting that it's finally coming out, although I think it didn't have a release date still. It just says soon. I grabbed the wrong color. Oh dear. See, now I added a widget for the chat box on the stream, but it's not there. So I guess I have to figure out what's going on next time. Yeah. How long have you been streaming, Blibbles? Unless you want to lurk, which is totally okay. You don't need to answer me. Which flag should I do next? Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm usually the lurker, so I don't blame anybody who wants to do that. Not yet. I don't have any chat commands set up yet. Bye. I can do that one. You are one cool cat. Okay. Luckily, I've got this sweet ass magenta right here. Art traits, huh? It's probably honestly the paints. I've had a lot of trouble with them when I was starting out as well, and even though I had like student grade ones, everything always seemed really washed out. I find that these ones are really, really pigmented, and that's why I like working with them. This is actually the set I used to do Ophelia for you. And I had a lot of fun doing that one. Good. I'm actually using her in portfolios that I'm doing for looking for stuff.
According to Code and Mew Mew, I need to be an ASMR YouTuber, whatever now.
Because you're adding all of this stuff to my stream?
No.
No?
The way I sound, I guess.
Oh. Well. Be rival channels.
Oh yeah.
So always stream at the same time. Never,
No crossover.
no crossover. Well, I guess I can't deny that, because I always like when you read to me.
Yes, that's how I ASMR. Sucks to my ASMR.
Okay, I know I said ass earlier, but you said ass now too.
It doesn't count.
Does it not count?
It doesn't count.
That's a great question. Does ass count? Does I have to mark this as mature now?
We're gonna have to get a bleep button. Or I'll just scream beep from across the house. Asses always count, apparently.
Cake. The violet is the one that I have a little bit of trouble with getting it to be bright enough. It's very dark in this set, which is pretty. I like it a lot, but like if you can see in this one, it's so dark. You know, I never thought about the bi flag, but it makes visual sense. Alright, now these are going to take forever to dry. And I want to do more. I could make a smaller heart and do smaller ones around and fill the page. My space looks like a mess. I guess that's how I work. That's how I roll, baby. Didn't end up using this at all. Let's see. See if I can make a heart that's not atrocious on the first try. It's very beany. Little bean hearts. No worries. I'm watching videos in the meantime. Well, not right now, but like in between streams to learn different things. And the more I do it, the more I'll get used to it. But we all want to do that. Alright, that works. Do some teeny tiny hearts now. I don't want this pencil. Wow. Well done. Stream Elements, huh? I don't remember why I chose OBS, but I chose that a while ago. And technically my first stream wasn't my first stream because I streamed a game, I don't know, a year ago or something. Just once. Oh, an add-on. Shows what I know. I'll look into it. No worries. I mean, if you know the lingo and you're in it, sometimes you just don't consider. Not in like you're being inconsiderate, but like, you know, that happens all the time. I'll have to stop Spike all the time and ask him to explain things, even if he's explained them to me several times before. Like, okay, is this thingy? And he's like, no, that's this thing. And I'm like, oh, right. I still can't explain what he does as, you know, for a living to people. I just say, it's manufacturing, but like, you know, working on individual things. It's not like an assembly line and requires a lot of technical stuff, and it has something to do with particles. So I'm really terrible at it. But to be fair, Dylan's dad also works at the same place, and his mom has the same issue. And Joe's been working there for a very long time. So it's not just me. It's a weird job that we don't understand. It's inevitable to get kitty hair in everything I do. Just give up nowadays. Alright. So I already did a pan flag for me. I'm gonna do a non-binary flag for me too now. And then I'll ask for other requests, if anybody has any. You can go so much farther on these teeny tiny hearts. Ah, yellow. White is all but gone now. Painting the Beidou fig. That sounds so familiar, and yet I have no idea what you're talking about. Remember, I think you were painting Nito, Gravelord Nito, at one point. Oh, your waifu. I see. Figurine. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Habib also loves Beidou. Do you have a waifu, Spaiku?
No. You.
Yeah, there it is. Queen of the Crux Fleet, more like Queen of my Heartsu. I remember hearing William has a favorite.
Amber.
Amber, apparently. When you said fig, I was thinking of figs like the fruit, which is definitely not the same. Also, yeah, painting a figurine, the cat hair would be much bigger by comparison to like a canvas painting. Alright, requests for next flags? Anybody? Sake is a wonderful person, and I'm also so very glad to have them in my life. They've done a lot for me. You are pretty cool. I don't know how to handle this loving attention. Alright. We're gonna see if I can do... Oh, trans. Okay. I'm actually gonna do the bear first. Doo-doo-doo. We'll see if I can handle that on a teeny tiny one, and then I'll do trans. Considering my non-binary one turned to be very artistic, we'll just have to see how this goes. And of course there's a cat hair in this one immediately. I'm a little surprised I haven't been in here checking out stuff. Wow. It is a very cute flag. I like it a lot. A little bright. Running out of room on my palette here. I might have to do a wipe down. question is, there is black, okay. It's like, does it go all the way to black? And I couldn't see it? And the answer was yes. So have either of you played or watched The Quarry? I'm going to add the bear paw in later. If you've heard of Until Dawn, it's the latest game by that company, whose name I cannot remember. Oh, it's, let's see, they specialize in games where your choices matter, and you go back and forth between different characters, and they're usually in some kind of horror scenario. So you want to try to keep them alive, if you like them. Which, I still think Until Dawn is the best one that they've made. And I didn't like a lot of the characters in that, actually. But I liked a lot of the characters in The Quarry, which is set as, it's a group of camp counselors, and the kids at the camp have just left, and they're staying one extra night, and spooky stuff starts happening, and you have to try to keep them alive. And it's pretty fun. I don't know if I have the nerves to play those games myself, maybe, but oh, Sake, the the first question was, have either of you played or seen The Quarry? And then I've just been talking about the style of games that the company makes. Until Dawn, you know, Man of Medan, all of those ones. Oh, a couple, huh? I've only watched one so far. I don't think it's quite as good. Yeah, Phasma would be really terrifying alone. Do you have any general thoughts about The Quarry, Sake, that we can talk about without spoiling too much? Or we could, you know, move on to a different topic that everybody can participate into. Very rushed and weird. Yeah, I feel like the characters are really imbalanced, you know, as to how much time you get with each of them. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, the podcast thing was weird. I didn't love it. And I don't know how much it changes. But I'm guessing not that much, honestly. I can agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Habib. Do you like playing spooky games? I don't remember if you've played Phasmo or not. Phasmophobia. I do play, yes. Oh, you just spoke too much. I see. Yeah, this chat has just gone by too fast. All these people. Yeah, I tend to watch more people play horror. As long as it's not too gory, I'm pretty into it. What was it? Outlast? Something like that? That was too much for me. Oops. Oops. The jump scares aren't usually that big of a deal for me. It's just like the implications of how far they go in the game and stuff. I don't know. I mean, before I was medicated with anxiety stuff, I had a lot more problems with it in general. We had this Buffy episode discussion before. I'm sure you remember that. If Habib doesn't, I mean, if Habib doesn't know, because they were not part of the conversation. But basically, I started watching Buffy for the first time and got not terribly far in before an episode that many people skip, and it would have been recommended for me to skip had I bothered asking anybody. And it totally shut me down. I couldn't watch it. And I think I'm ready to watch it now, but now it's not available on my streaming services, because that's how it happens. So I was like head and hands. I cannot handle. gonna do an Acer flag. No! Ugh. Don't open Steam. Don't! I did this last time too. The button is just right there. Easy to click accidentally on my laptop. Oh! I do have that. That would be a good way to watch it. Also a good option because Spike and I got caught up with Owl House again. And now we have to wait forever. I really like Owl House. I like it almost as much as Gravity Falls, probably. Not as much, but I like it a lot. Get some representation in it, which is really nice. And of course Disney canceled it, so... It is very charming, yeah. I think it grows more charming the longer it goes on. Although I've had quite a few, like, little gaps, so I guess I can't say for sure. But, like, characters grow, and it's really nice to see them do that. And speaking of Gravity Falls, Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls, voices one of the characters. Also, Hootie is a hoot and a half. Yeah. I'm trying Amphibia now because everybody recommends it for people who like Gravity Falls and Owl House and stuff. And I've only watched 2 episodes so far, but it's like, obviously I can't say anything on character growth yet, but it definitely has a very, you know, a very different feel. It's on Disney Plus, like Owl House is. Some girl steals a music box and ends up in an amphibious world. If you've seen Big City Greens, it reminds me a lot more of that. It's cute so far. The backgrounds and everything are gorgeous. But you're like, okay, yep, this is clearly aimed more for kids than Owl House or Gravity Falls is. And there's already been at least one moral episode. You're just like, oh, okay. Gotta teach kids them morals. Yeah, we'll see how it develops. Uh-oh. Okay. No. Now I can hear it. Spike just wanders in and unplugs and replugs in stuff. Spike and I never got caught up with Steven Universe either, so I don't know how that's going. person with a plan. Oh, Spike, of course. I said the thing and then it immediately left my brain space. Overcooked is great. Speaking of anxiety, we do have a friend who cannot handle Overcooked. Gets far too anxious when it's on. They don't even have to be playing. Which is a little endearing, but also sad because I love the game. Interesting. Oh, very cute. You must show me derpy fan art. Wow. I guess it is a really stressful game. I just tend to have like a zen for those kinds of things. Don't know. I guess I really like co-op games that are kind of hectic like that. It's the oh, the one with the animals and they're moving. Tools Up, I think. I really like that one more than I think anybody else that I've forced to play with me. But they're very cute. There's a raccoon who throws all of your stuff into the pool. Overcooked Recovery Anonymous. Pretty great. Okay, let me get a... I don't know if you deserve attention for that, Sake. It's pretty bad. Here's a question. Can I do custom emotes now, or do I have to become, like, a higher tier affiliate or partner or whatever the heck in order to do those? A question that is easily Googleable, but I instead ask here. Okay. You guys can't even see what I'm working on now. It's all so little. And so light. Thank you. I feel like I was going to ask you to do something for me if you were potentially interested, Sake, and now I don't remember what it was. Oh, I think it might have had to do with making a website. Habib, you could commission somebody in the art community if you desired. I could give you a discount. I don't have any rates yet. I also will not be offended if you don't want to go with me. Okay, we'll talk later. Someday, hopefully not too far away, I will know what my full worth is monetarily. Takes some doing to figure it out. Lovely rag here. Okay, I need a new flag. Poly intersects. Those are some easier ones than some of the others. Scoop this up a little bit. Make sure it's all in frame. Get this cat hair out of here. Oh no. Yeah, things got a bit, well, I mean, as far as art goes for me, things got a lot more organized when I just started doing everything on Procreate. It's all there, and I just don't have to think about it. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go only a little bit longer. We'll finish up these last 3 hearts and then I'll call it quits for today. I am definitely open to rating someone. Might have to walk me through doing that. This music boxy music is making me very sleepy. Okay, that's easy enough. You have somebody in mind? Okay. Could you tell me who it is so I can do it? Or are you going to wait until I'm ready? Oh, Toby's sitting in a little box. Just chilling. Surprised he hasn't started crying for dinner. More surprised that Kuya hasn't started. You can't see it, but right here I have a hammock for the kitties to look out the window, and so far they have not decided to use it while I'm streaming. Oh, this color is not right. Gotta get some yellow in there. Yeah. Well, one thing's for sure, is I definitely talked a lot less in this one. I don't know if that's necessarily a really bad thing, but I certainly need to practice talking more. Oh! Waiting a moment. Okay. Yeah, I did see that Yvonne B was doing a stream. I'd definitely be happy to do Yvonne B. Unless you have somebody else that comes up. Oh, I heard a little meow. Somebody thinks it's dinner time. No worries. I think I'd like to do variety later, but considering I want to start selling my art, I think this is a better place to start. Also, it's easier to be unique with art, I think, right off the bat than with gaming. But I guess it depends on who you are. It's easier for me to be unique with art. Circles are hard. That looks okay. Alright, that's the work done for today. Zoom in a little bit. So we got, oh god, I'm not going to be able to name these anymore now. But I know this one's non-binary, because that's me. And then we got rainbow, bear, and trans, and pan, and bi. Let's see. Acer, intersex, oh goodness, now I don't remember these three. Thank you. I thought it'd be nice and just chill and fun and give up control a little bit with watercolor, you know. Not everything's got to be perfect. Which is, I think, what I needed after working on digital stuff all day. Nice to stop looking at a screen for a little bit, aside from chat, I guess. And, it's always kind of nice to have something tangible in front of you that you've done. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it. Let's see if this command works for me, if I do it right. And then I just want to say thank you guys for showing up. We'll see you next time, I guess.